upon a time, there lived a greedy couple named Ebuka and Nkechi. They were farmers and worked in a plantation. Ebuka and Nkechi were very selfish and filled with jealousy. They envied the rich and talked badly about them. They were both lazy and would spend most of their time gossiping instead of doing their farm works. And at the end of each day, they were being paid pennies, and they would blame their low income on the owner of the plantation. Soon, Nkechi became pregnant, and when it was time for her to give birth, she and Ebuka went to the village delivery center, where all the women in the village give birth, with the assistance of a midwife. When they got there, they also saw Chief Anayo and his wife Isioma. Chief Anayo and his wife had waited for several years before Isioma was able to get pregnant. When it was time, both women were taken into the labor room the same time, while their husbands waited outside. Few moments later, Nkechi and Isioma both gave birth to baby girls, but Isioma passed out immediately, and the midwife ran out to get help for her, while Ebuka went into the room to see his wife and child. Ebuka insisted on taking his wife and daughter home as her delivery was smooth and she had no complication, while Isioma and Chief Anayo stayed back in order for Isioma to receive proper treatment. On the 7th day, Chief Anayo named their daughter Omalicha, while Ebuka named their daughter Chinua. Anayo and Isioma loved Omalicha so much and provided everything she ever needed. Isioma was unable to bear another child, and so they gave Omalicha everything and cherished her so dearly, while Ebuka and Nkechi hated Chinua and treated her badly. At some point, an old neighbor had to adopt Chinua because Nkechi and Ebuka did not treat her like their child. But after some time, the old lady passed and Chinua was left with Ebuka and Nkechi. They refused to send her to school or even provide a proper meal for her. She would have to eat the leftovers from the kitchen every day. But something strange was happening. Ebuka and Nkechi were frequently visiting Chief Anayo and Isioma, and they would buy gifts for Omalicha whenever they visited. And soon, Isioma started getting closer to Nkechi, and that made her visit more often. Isioma would give Nkechi some clothes to give to Chinua, but Nkechi would keep them, and she would not give Chinua anything. Ebuka and his wife had a secret that they never disclosed to anyone. When Chinua and Omalicha were born, Ebuka went to see his wife and child, and he saw 2 babies. One of the children was his, and the other was for Chief Anayo and Isioma. When he noticed that Isioma was unconscious and the midwife had gone to look for help, he switched the babies and placed his daughter beside Isioma and put Isioma's child where his daughter was. He did this for a very selfish reason, so that his child would grow in wealth, while Chief Anayo's daughter can suffer with them. He told his wife Nkechi about it, and she became part of the plan. Ebuka and Nkechi believed that Omalicha was their own daughter, while Chinua was Chief Anayo's daughter. But what they did not know was that when Ebuka was switching the children, the midwife saw him and switched the children back and changed the clothes they were wrapped with. This simply meant that Omalicha was the true child of Chief Anayo and Isioma, while Chinua was the child of Ebuka and Nkechi. They continued to maltreat Chinua, and Chinua grew up to hate them. Sometimes Ebuka and Nkechi would beat her and chase her out in the middle of the night, and she would have to sleep outside all through the night. This continued for a very long time, and the villagers became tired of them. Chinua grew up to be a street child. She started sleeping around because Ebuka had chased her out of the house permanently. She started sleeping in different people's homes, and not too long, she caught a deadly disease and passed away. After her death, Ebuka and Nkechi took her body to Chief Anayo and told them that Chinua was their daughter, and explained how they switched her with Omalicha when they were born. Chief Anayo and his wife Isioma were shocked, and Isioma started to cry. Chief Anayo ordered his boys to seize Ebuka and lock him in a room. Just when they were about taking him away, Ndubisi, the midwife who delivered the women, came and asked them to wait. The midwife told them that what Ebuka said was not totally true, and she told them that she actually switched the babies back and changed their wrappers after she caught Ebuka switching them, and that Omalicha was truly Chief Anayo and Isioma's daughter, while the dead Chinua was Ebuka and Nkechi's true daughter. She told them that she was aware of how Ebuka was treating Chinua and intentionally left him to feel the taste of his own medicine. But she never knew it will lead to Chinua's death. When Ebuka and Nkechi heard this, Nkechi screamed and lost her sanity and immediately ran mad. Anayo and his wife were relieved, and they quickly rushed to Omalicha and hugged her tightly. Chief Anayo immediately ordered the arrest of Ebuka and laid Chinua to rest. Ebuka spent the rest of his life in prison, where he regretted everything he did to his child Chinua. And he was also being given 24 strokes of cane every day. Nkechi was abandoned on the streets, where she was roaming around as a mad woman. Everyone who saw her laid a curse on her. Chief Anayo and Isioma continued to care for Omalicha, and when it was time for her university education, they sent her to the city where she studied medicine and became the first medical doctor from the village. This is the end of this story. Thank you for listening to this story. Please do not forget to subscribe, like and share this video, and also comment where you are watching from below. We love and appreciate you. Bye.